Once upon a time, Donald Trump, who swept through the political landscape of the United States like a storm, was initially living his life as an ordinary businessman. On a hot summer day in 2015, when he woke up to the first rays of the morning sun, he stood in front of the mirror and decided to delve into the depths of his potential and dreams. The leadership spirit and determination within him were so powerful that he was filled not only with the ambition to be influential in the business world, but also to become a formidable force in the political arena. That moment marked a turning point that would change the course of Trump's life and make him an important figure in the flow of history. Trump, daring to leave behind his luxurious life shadowed by the skyscrapers of New York, chose to launch his presidential campaign. At first, many people did not take his bold political adventure seriously. After all, Trump had never been involved in politics before, and no one could accurately predict how challenging such a transition would be. However, Trump did not hesitate to step outside the conventional molds of politicians, reflecting his unique personality and style in his campaign. He actively engaged on social media platforms, directly communicating with voters and successfully building a broad following. At crowded rallies where he gathered hundreds of people, he captivated audiences with his impressive, sincere, and at times controversial speeches. As days passed, the bold thoughts and views Trump expressed began to be perceived as intriguing and appealing by many people. Despite facing criticism, he returned stronger each time. One day, during a major rally, he declared to the world, "I can do much more than anyone thinks." This proclamation not only established him as a leader, but also elevated his status as a visionary in the eyes of the public. Voters began to see him not just as a businessman, but also as a strong leader and an original thinker. Throughout the campaign process, even Trump's biggest rivals started to appreciate his determination and resolve. When Election Day arrived, Trump unexpectedly won the presidency, creating a major surprise. However, this was merely the beginning of his story. During his presidency, Trump continued to shape the future of America by making bold and at times controversial decisions. The steps he took in economic reforms, trade agreements, and national security left a lasting mark on his leadership and had a significant impact on many people. During this process, Trump's policies resonated, not only in political spheres, but also echoed widely in social and cultural domains, further solidifying his influence on society. Throughout his presidency, Trump took bold and unconventional steps in international relations, as well as making radical changes in domestic policies. Trade wars, immigration policies, and foreign policy decisions constituted the cornerstones of his leadership, sparking debates among both supporters and opponents. His distinctive style and extraordinary rhetoric turned him into not just a politician, but also a media phenomenon, making him an unforgettable figure on the historical stage. In conclusion, Donald Trump's story is one filled with courage, determination, and perseverance. It is an inspiring tale of a man paving his own path and how, despite all obstacles, he could create significant changes. This narrative serves as a reminder to many about the importance of pursuing their dreams and overcoming challenges. No matter the circumstances, Trump's journey was rich with lessons about not just an individual's experience, but also the transformation of an entire nation. His impact resonated not only in the political arena, but also echoed through societal dynamics, indicating that he would leave behind a lasting legacy. Throughout the historical process, Trump's political career deeply influenced not just his own life, but also the social structure of America. During his term, political participation among the public increased, and the clash of differing views became more evident. This situation, as a part of Trump's leadership, created a lasting change in America's political and social fabric. Many people's political beliefs, self-confidence, and societal involvement changed during his tenure, making it a fundamental element in shaping America's future. History would remember Donald Trump, not only as a businessman, but also as a controversial leader and intriguing character. His story would continue to be a vivid example of how courage and determination can create significant changes in unexpected moments. Ultimately, Trump's journey is a narrative that illustrates how societal changes can be made through individual will and resolve. His life is a tale of not only personal achievements, but also how a nation's political and social structures can evolve. In this respect, Donald Trump has become one of the most remarkable and controversial figures of his era. His leadership has evoked strong emotions among both supporters and opponents, leaving a profound impact on America's future. During Trump's time, many individuals became more politically active, leading to discussions and contentious issues among the diverse segments of society. Therefore, Donald Trump's story will continue to be a narrative that resonates in politics as well as in every segment of society, told for generations to come. His life and career serve not only as a source of inspiration for many people, but also as an example of how transformations can occur in the political arena. Trump's legacy carries lessons that will illuminate not only his own era, but also future generations. The story of Donald Trump is not just the success story of an individual, but also an account of how a nation's historical and cultural dynamics have been shaped. His leadership left deep imprints on society, laying the groundwork for ideological divides, social movements, and political debates among people. In summary, Donald Trump's political career represents not just a presidential term, but a period in which a nation's identity was reshaped, where various segments of society converged, and where different ideas clashed. These dynamics became even more pronounced under his leadership, leaving a lasting impact on the future of America. His story will serve as a living example of how courage and determination can lead to significant changes in unexpected moments. Moreover, the events that occurred during Trump's presidency not only affected America, but also created significant ripples in the political dynamics around the world. Leaders and political movements in other countries observed Trump's policies and strategies, trying to shape their own internal processes accordingly. The changes in international relations, innovations in trade agreements, and the upheavals in diplomatic ties were directly linked to Trump's leadership. Thus, the impact of Donald Trump spread like a wave not only within his own country but also across the globe. The marks he left on his leadership will play an important role in shaping future political discussions, social movements, and cultural transformations. For all these reasons, Donald Trump's story will remain a reflection not only of a leader's successes and failures, but also of the significant effect one individual can have on the historical process of a nation and the world. Future generations will draw lessons from this narrative as they chart their own paths. The story of Donald Trump is an inspiring narrative about how an ordinary businessman can create a significant impact in the political arena. Beginning with his quest to discover his potential, this journey was shaped by Trump's bold launch of his presidential campaign. By reflecting his unique style and personality in a manner that stepped outside the conventional molds of politics, Trump managed to capture the attention of many people. His subsequent victory in the election was not just a political achievement, but also the beginning of profound changes in the identity of a nation. During Trump's presidency, deep transformations occurred in America's political and social landscape. Economic reforms, trade agreements, and bold steps in international relations constituted the core elements of his leadership. However, this period was also marked by polarization, debates, and significant social movements. While his supporters praised him as a leader, his opponents harshly criticized his methods and policies. In conclusion, Donald Trump's story provides a powerful example of how individual determination and resolve can lead to changes in societal dynamics. His leadership is not only a tale of personal success, but also a multi-layered narrative that reveals the transformation of a nation and its subsequent global implications. For this reason, Trump's story serves as an important lesson in political history and will remain an inspiring resource for future generations.